Hey there, all you fabulous silver foxes, sassy grandmas, wise grandpas, and everyone else enjoying the best season of life, relaxation, and maybe a little rebellion. If you've ever opened your freezer door, stared into the Arctic tundra of frozen pizzas, mystery meat, and last year's Thanksgiving leftovers, and thought, what's still good for me in here? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're unwrapping the icy truth about frozen foods. Not all frozen meals are your friends. Some are like those relatives who show up uninvited and eat all your snacks, charming on the outside, but trouble once they settle in. But others, they're like your loyal best friend, always there, full of goodness and ready to support your health every single day. So let us talk about the 4 frozen foods you should absolutely avoid after 6-0. And 4 you should eat regularly to boost your energy, support your joints, protect your memory, and keep your belly happy without wrecking your blood sugar. No need to put on a coatwee retaking a chilly stroll through the frosty aisle of truth. And I promise, we'll sprinkle in a little humor, a lot of heart, and a ton of helpful info so you walk away from this video feeling smarter, stronger, and maybe even a little sassier. Ready? Let's crack open the freezer. Let's begin with the big red flag of frozen foods, the infamous TV dinner. Remember when these were considered futuristic? A whole dinner in a tray, microwaved in minutes while you watched black and white television. Sounds convenient, right? But here's the thing. Those neat little compartments are often filled with saltier ingredients than a sailor on shore leave. We're talking 1,200 to 1,500 milligrams of sodiums, sometimes even more in a single tray. That's nearly your whole day's worth if you're a senior trying to manage blood pressure. And don't get me started on the mystery meat. It's often overprocessed, underwhelming, and swimming in greasy gravy. And that brownie in the corner. Looks like dessert, acts like sugar bomb. On top of the sodium, these meals are stuffed with preservatives and artificial ingredients that can stir up inflammation, raise your cholesterol, and make your poor kidneys work overtime. And let's be honest, the mashed potatoes taste more like cardboard mixed with glue than anything that came from a real spud. Swap those frozen sodium bombs out for a batch of homemade soup or chili. Make a big pot on Sunday, portion it out, and freeze. That way, you get convenience without clogging your arteries. Next up, the crispy culprits, frozen fried foods. Oh, I get it. Chicken nuggets, French fries, mozzarella sticks. They're the rock stars of late-night snacks and quick meals. But after 60, they're more like party crashers. Most frozen fried foods are pre-fried before freezing. That means by the time you reheat them in your oven or air fryer, you're actually double frying them, basically turning them into little golden grenades packed with trans fats, calories, and low-quality oils. Trans fats, in particular, are notorious for increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and belly fat that just won't budge, no matter how many times you circle the mall for exercise. These crispy treats might satisfy your taste buds in the moment, but they leave your heart and liver crying for help. Instead, try slicing sweet potatoes, tossing them in olive oil and herbs, and baking or air frying them. You'll get the crunch without the chaos in your arteries. And let us not ignore the sneaky villains hiding in your freezer. Breakfast section, those microwavable breakfast burritos and sandwiches. They promise a quick start to your day. But what they often deliver is a cocktail of refined carbs, processed meats, and excessive sodium. The sausage is processed with nitrates and nitrites, which have been linked to higher cancer risks, especially colorectal. And the eggs, sometimes more rubber than real. These burritos might be easy, but they can spike your blood sugar, bloat your belly, and leave you needing a nap before 9 a.m. You deserve better. Make your own breakfast wraps with whole grain tortillas, scrambled eggs, and spinach. Wrap, freeze, and reheat in the morning for a healthier option your body will actually thank you for. Now, take a deep breath, because what I'm about to say might break some hearts. Ice cream, frozen cheesecakes, pies, and those adorable single-serving desserts in little boxes. Yeah, They're delicious, but for your aging body, they're a sweet trap. Most of these treats are loaded with sugar, sometimes 25 to 40 grams per serving, and often include unhealthy fats, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives that can fuel inflammation, disrupt your sleep, and wreak havoc on your blood sugar. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, brain fog, and higher risk of type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget what it does to your joints. That hidden sugar contributes to chronic inflammation that leaves you stiff, sore, and cranky. But don't worry, you don't have to swear off dessert forever. You can make your own ice cream by blending frozen bananas, a splash of vanilla, and some cinnamon or cocoa powder. Add frozen cherries or blueberries, and it's a treat that loves your heart and your waistline. Ooh, that was the frosty truth. But before you throw out your entire freezer, let me warm your heart with the good news. Some frozen foods are absolutely fantastic for your health, especially as you age. Let's start with frozen vegetables. Unlike their limp cousins in the produce drawer that go bad faster than your memory of where you parked the car, frozen veggies are flash frozen at peak ripeness. That means they often retain more nutrients than fresh ones that been sitting on trucks and shelves for days. Think spinach, kale, peas, carrots, green beans, cauliflower, rice, all rich in fiber, vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants that fight inflammation, improve digestion, strengthen bones, and support brain health. Add frozen spinach to your eggs in the morning, or toss frozen peas into your soup. These veggies are budget-friendly, easy to cook, and endlessly versatile. Plus, they dainty judge you when you forget them in the back of the freezer for a few weeks. And how could we forget berries? Frozen blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and cherries are little nuggets of nutritional gold. They're packed with polyphenols and anthocyanins, fancy words for powerful antioxidants that protect your brain, reduce inflammation, improve memory, and support heart health. Research even shows that seniors who regularly consume blueberries show significantly slower rates of cognitive decline. Add a handful to your oatmeal, smoothie, or yogurt, and you've just given your brain a delicious gift. And they taste so good, you'll forget they're good for you. Let's talk protein frozen fish, specifically wild-caught salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These cold-water fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for reducing inflammation, improving heart health, and even boosting mood. Omega-3s help protect aging brains, reduce arthritis pain, and can even help regulate blood pressure. And when you buy them frozen, you often get a better deal, sometimes even better freshness than the fish behind the grocery counter. Just be sure to pick wild-caught, not farmed. Farm-raised fish may contain higher levels of contaminants and fewer nutrients. Bake with lemon, olive oil, garlic, and herbs for a dish that's easy, elegant, and heart-friendly. Finally, let's celebrate a secret weapon you may already have in your kitchen: homemade frozen meals. That's right. You can be your own frozen food manufacturer without the chemical additives and triple-digit sodium counts. Next time you make a delicious lentil soup, turkey chili, chicken stew, or quinoa veggie bake, double the batch and freeze it in single servings. Label them with something fun like Memory Boost Stew or Happy Heart Chili. These frozen meals are fast, healthy, and a great way to keep you nourished on busy or low-energy days without relying on store-bought junk. And bonus, you control every ingredient that goes in. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? Frozen food isn't good or bad, it's all about what you choose. Some items in your freezer may be quietly sabotaging your health, while others are waiting patiently to help you thrive. Ditch the sugar bombs, the greasy mystery meats, and the pre-fried disasters. Fill your freezer with frozen veggies, antioxidant, rich berries, wild-caught fish, and meals you've lovingly prepared yourself. Your body will thank you. Your heart will thank you. Even your digestive system will throw you a parade. And hey, you'll still have room for a little frozen banana ice cream for dessert. So the next time you open your freezer, don't be afraid. Just be wise. Your health isn't on ice, sits in your hands. And remember, just because something is cold doesn't mean it can't warm your heart, or your joints, your brain, or your belly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up and share this with someone you love. You looks like a science experiment gone wrong. You're not getting older, my friend, you're getting better, and smarter, and cooler, in more ways than one.